Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Kalani. Welcome to Blooming Flower Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We are in a little bit of a different setting. I just got home, just finished doing some self-care. You guys can be in this energy of self-care at this time. And I just decided, like, you know what? I want to pull some cards. I'm feeling some energy in the air. Like, let's go ahead and pull it. Today is Juneteenth when I am filming this, and it's gotta be, hold on. It's 11:38 in the evening where I am, so something about that number could be significant. A couple of downloads that I have written here that I want to share with everybody. Something about the song Blow by Beyonce is very significant. Specifically, all day I've been hearing, I can't wait till I get home so you can tear that cherry out. So I don't know, maybe that is something significant. Maybe that's something that we'll get into here. I also feel like you guys are in this attitude of gratitude energy at this time. I feel like there's something recently that could have been sent in to kind of like throw you off balance, or something that you noticed kind of like shook up your energy a little bit. I feel like you recently handled something really well. You handled some challenging news really well. You handled a challenging situation really well. And I feel like you're in this energy of gratitude because you know how you could have handled something. You know how far you have come. And I feel like you're starting to see real time, like the changes. You're starting to see real time, um, just how powerful you truly are, how strong you truly are, the strength. Sorry, I thought I lost my earring. I'm over here looking at myself. I'm like, where's my other ring? But the strength that you have, I feel like right now you are in an attitude of gratitude. But I do feel like there was some kind of energy that was sent to kind of throw you off balance. You guys could be doing like heavy meditation at this time. Some of you guys could be studying your Bible. You guys could be cleansing. You could be cleansing with Florida water. You could be cleansing with, your sage or Palo Santo, like all of those different kinds of things. I feel like you continuously cleansing your energy is going to continue to bring you a lot of forward movement, a lot of positivity, a lot of positive energy. So continue to do that, okay? Something about the color red is very significant. This is a late night evening tarot. So, like, I got my red blanket, I'm all cozied up, red lighter. And then this was like a little red puffball that came off of my keychain. When I think of the color red, I think of fire, I think of passion. Even my lights that I'm looking around my mirror right here that I'm recording in front of, they're red. So it's like something about passion, something about love, something about a fiery new beginning could be significant. But I'm also picking up on this energy of like anger. I feel like I've talked about this on my TikTok a lot. Um, with us going into like the Mercury retrograde and things like that, it's really, really, really imperative that you be mindful of how you're handling situations, what you're speaking over your life, what you're speaking over other people's lives, and how you are dealing with yourself as an individual. I think right now there are a lot of things happening in this world. There are a lot of things happening outside of this world. And I feel like there is a need for you to continue to choose to live in peace and continue to choose to live in happiness. So we are going to go ahead and get into this. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kalani. Nice to meet you. If you followed me from TikTok, hey, how are you doing? So glad that you're here. My TikTok is Kalani Eleazer, Calayne, Eleaze as in zebra, ER. You can follow me there. That is the only place, well, the only other social media platform that I have where you can view some of my tarot and some of my content. All of my other social media pages are private. The only other social media page that I do have is Instagram. So if you see Instagram, that is not private, that is not my account. If you see any Snapchat accounts, if you see any Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, anything like that, that is not me. So block, report those pages, spam those pages. Well, report those pages because they're spam and they're not real. They're trying to scam you. I would never reach out to you for a reading as well. So if anybody is doing that, that is not me. Okay. So just be mindful. Use your discernment at this time. Oh, I was picking up on another energy, and I don't know if I can't recall if I said this, but some of you guys could be feeling like you just like barely missed something, or somebody could be feeling like they barely missed something with you. Like somebody could be feeling like they barely missed the mark, or they just missed the mark. For some of you, I'm getting kind of this energy of like maybe you guys have been dating for a while, or maybe you have some sort of like cap or like timeline or something. I feel like you guys had given something or someone like a particular timeline to get their shit together, or to like figure certain things out. And if things had not been figured out by this specific timeline, I feel like you kind of told yourself like, okay, I'm going to walk away from this situation. I'm going to leave the situation alone. I'm not going to keep giving this situation like my energy and my effort. You could have walked away from something. You could have put a pause to something. You could have put an ending to something. And I feel like you're kind of in this attitude of gratitude because you feel like you barely missed whatever kind of negative outcome or attachment there was to it. So like if this was like a job and you like were like, I really have to get out of here, like you could have recently left a job and then found out that like this job is now being sued for like fraud or something, and you're like, damn, I got out of there just in time before like that started to affect my finances and affect my livelihood. Like I just barely missed something. But I am also genuinely feeling like there's somebody who feels like maybe they just barely missed the mark with you. Like they feel like, oh, like I almost had this person, but I didn't do something in time, or I didn't say something in time. Something of that energy. I'm going to go ahead and light some Palo Santo to clear out the energy. It's been 5 minutes. It says 5:55 on my clock, as I had seen that. So significant changes are on the horizon for you. And I really do feel like it's coming from the fact that you're not handling situations the way you used to. You're not giving attention to certain things the way you're used to. And you're not making other individuals' problems your problems the way that you used to. I have a vent on my ceiling, so it's kind of taking a second to light. But I feel like in the way that you're handling certain situations, you are soon to be rewarded, or you have been recently rewarded for keeping your temper under control, keeping your thoughts under control, taking the time to critically think about something before you just make a decision on impulse. I feel like that's a big deal. For those of you who are a part of my collective, I feel like you may have had a history or a past of being like an impulsive individual. So maybe like you're giving yourself praise at this time, because I really just feel like you guys are starting to really see like, wow, I am a starlight being. I am a positive person. I am somebody who is divinely protected and guided. I'm hearing the song Unique, Beyonce, Unique. Like, you guys are very unique individuals. Your presence means a lot to people. And I think you're finally starting to see and understand how much your presence truly means to yourself, and how much you should love yourself, how grateful you should be for yourself. The fact that nobody thinks like you, nobody walks like you, nobody talks like you. Like, you're just very different. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, because I've been yapping. I've already shuffled the cards. We're going to go ahead and start with the oracle, and then we're just going to go ahead and make our way through. Okay? All right, Spirit. Thank you to the divine creator of all that is. I ask that these messages are seen, heard, and received by the collective in a way that is clear and concise. I ask that you allow me to convey these messages in a clear and concise manner, and I thank you for all of your love, your blessing, your support, and your protection over me and my life, Spirit. I ask that any and all negative energies that may impose on this reading be removed at this time, and I thank you for all of your love, all of your blessings, and all of your support. Amen. Something about waterfalls could be significant. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. So there could be something here. I'm hearing failure. Okay. Standing on business about something. We're going to come back to that Scorpio card in just a minute. I feel like at one point in time, you could have been afraid to take a leap of faith on something. You could have been afraid to take some sort of action. Maybe this was a new business endeavor. Maybe this was something of a creative nature, maybe a creative path. And I feel like maybe at one point in time, you had been convincing yourself that this wasn't going to be anything that was going to be worth your time. It wasn't going to be anything that was good. It wasn't going to have a good outcome. I don't know what changed. I think it has a lot to do with your self-esteem. I think it has a lot to do with you going within and being able to find yourself and find who you truly are. And I think in that, not only have you been able to ground yourself, but as I was saying earlier, you've been able to see yourself in some sort of light. You've been able to stand tall and have some sort of faith and kind of like trust in yourself. I feel this energy of you just trusting yourself. Like, you're really truly trusting the decisions that you're making. You're trusting the divine. You're trusting your spiritual team. And because of the trust that you have within yourself, because of the trust that you have, I'm hearing your faith, like, it cannot be moved. You cannot be moved. You're somebody right now who is making really good, sound decisions. And I do feel like your decisions are leading you to a very fruitful beginning, a fruitful beginning where you're going to be able to have time to nurture your passions, nurture your creations, and nurture yourself. I feel like you're entering an era where you are going to have time to actually sit and truly connect to the more creative versions of yourself. And maybe, I don't know, maybe at this time this is going to be something where you might be like developing a new hobby or something, but whatever it is, I feel like it's going to get the energy moving for you. I feel like you're going to have some forward movement in something, but I feel like there's like an energetic shift that's going to be taking place for you. I feel like this energy is going to allow you to get out more, explore more, see more, try more, do more, and create more. Emphasis on create more. Sorry guys, I'm in a nice smaller space, so if you see things get knocked over, it moved around. So sorry. So we have Laguz and we have Ingwaz in the reverse. He's been coming out a lot in my last couple of readings. With Laguz here, I don't know if you guys could see that little itty tiny itty bitty fish. Some of you guys could be a Pisces or be a water sign. But with this makes me think of like a male, like, you know, seahorse. And male seahorses carry like babies. Somebody could be pregnant at this time, or this could be a symbolization of you being pregnant with new ideas, you being fertile with some sort of creativity. This could be something that you prayed for. Like maybe at one point in time you like were really creative, and over the years, like maybe you felt like you lost that spark. Maybe you're somebody who, you know, you had to shift your focus, you had to shift your priorities, you had to shift some kind of direction, and in that you may have felt like you lost your focus on your craft, on your art, on who you are as an individual. And I feel like you're kind of getting that spark back. So maybe at this time you are being pushed to try something new, to create something, to do something different. But with Ingwaz out here in the reverse, it's interesting because normally in the upright, this is a card that specifically speaks of creation. It speaks of being patient. It speaks of moving forward with your passion. So in the reverse, like I was saying earlier, maybe some of you guys were in this energy where you were afraid or you were stuck and you didn't feel like something was going to be fruitful. But I want to read this rune specifically in the reverse for you. Some of you guys could work with runes, like you guys could do energetic working with runes. Maybe you guys are like Reiki healers or something like that. Let's see. He's on page 44. 44 could be significant at this time. Maybe some of you guys watching me are 44 years old. 1944. It says keywords: creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, and energetic bursts. In reverse, this rune can indicate impotence, immaturity, scattered energy, and a lack of forward movement. So yeah, maybe at one point in time you really had like a goal or a dream or an idea, and I don't think for some of you, this could be an energy outside of you, just place the energy where it goes. But I feel like for some of you, this was a situation where maybe you didn't have like the full belief in yourself. You didn't truly believe that you were going to be successful in taking this creation seriously. Maybe you didn't fully believe that you were going to be able to connect with yourself in that way. And I think that maybe that kind of belief maybe held you stagnant for a while. But I do feel like you are moving out of this stagnancy and out of this negative belief. I feel like you are moving out of this belief and this idea of, I'm not going to be successful or I can't do it. Does that make sense? Two more, Spirit. Spirit gives me what I want every single time. Thank you. Oh, my phone. Sorry, guys, I got a little smudge on my camera. But Spirit does. Some of you guys could just be feeling, I really feel this attitude of gratitude. Like you guys are individuals who, when you pray for something, when you ask for something, I really need y'all to know that y'all spiritual team and your spirit guides, they don't play about you. They really support you. They really love you, and they really do have your back. Some of you guys could be feeling like, how do I put it? Like some of you guys could be feeling like you make too many mistakes to be like loved or forgiven. And I just want you to know, like, your spirit team sees you. You're trying every day and you are a good person. You're not a perfect person. None of us are perfect. We're all humans. We all have emotions, but I feel like some of you guys are really, really hard on yourselves. Like you guys kind of beat yourself up a little bit about how you can be better, how you can grow, how you can change, how you can shift. And I feel like you're finally just coming into this energy where it's like, you're seeing the shift, you're seeing the change, you're seeing the growth. But for those of you who aren't, I really do feel like you are about to start seeing it. And I feel like your spirit team has your back. Like whatever it is that you want to do right now, whatever your focus is, whatever your attention is on at this time, I feel like spirit is supporting you because you're taking that leap of faith. So I asked for two more cards, and then we had Naldis and Rodijo. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I might have butchered it, but they both came out in the reverse. Interesting. Let's look at the honey badger first, 20, and then the humpback whale, which is 10. Something about a divine sequence of events. Things are coming to an end. New beginnings, new cycles. So in reverse for the honey badger, this rune speaks of toil and drudgery, moral cowardice, unfulfilled and unrecognized needs, and unhealthy attachments. Okay. And then we have the humpback whale in the reverse. There's rigidity, stasis, or restlessness. The energy of control freak prevails. Yeah. So I feel like I was saying earlier, I feel like for some of you, this could have been you holding yourself back with some sort of belief, feeling like you're not going to be successful, feeling like your creation isn't like worthy almost. I don't know if that's the proper term that I would put here, but it's something like that. And I feel like you're coming out of this energy. I feel there are two very distinct energies at this time. These could even be people who are mirroring you, because for some of you, this may not be your energy. For some of you, you guys could be feeling very confident at this time, feeling like I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to do what I need to do because I want to better my life and I trust my spiritual guides fully. But I do feel a mirroring energy. I feel like there's an energy opposite of you. It could be a third party, or this could be you like being in your head, especially with Mercury retrograde coming up. Be mindful of that. But there's another energy that's kind of opposite of this. Like, I feel like some of you, it's like half and half the way that I'm looking at it. Some of you are looking at the glass half empty, and some of you are looking at the glass half full. That's really what I'm getting. Yeah. Some of you guys could have very sore, achy bones. Some of you guys could have tendonitis. You guys could be athletes out there. Something about you needing to stretch and move your body, moving around, but taking it easy. Like, don't overextend and don't overexert. Listen to your body. You know what I mean? And in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I a medical doctor or anything like that. So please be sure to check in with your doctor before you do anything that anybody recommends to you who is not a doctor. Okay. Do your own research. Of course, you know your body, you know your own health, but I just feel called to tell someone that. Some of you guys who are watching me could be herbalists. Maybe you guys are healers out there. All right, that was the oracle. We're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Yeah. We are. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Let me reorganize myself. Sorry. All right, Spirit, let's get into these energies. Oh, wow. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very swift. I feel like in you trusting yourself more, you're automatically not withdrawing. Oh, girl, you withdrawing some money from the bank account. And is. But I do. I feel like some of y'all are going to be making big withdrawals and big deposits. I'm hearing big things popping and little things stopping. TI. By you taking some sort of leap of faith and by you fully trusting yourself, your spiritual team, God, the universe, whoever you know it as, they are rewarding you. You are going to be rewarded with some sort of financial stability. Trust and know this. Some of you guys could naturally have like the persona for like content, or naturally have the persona for like TV. Something, excuse me, something about that could be significant. Like some of you guys could be like the friend where your friends are always telling you like, oh my God, you need to post content, or you need to do this, you're going to go viral. Listen to that. Like some of you guys should listen to that, because maybe you are, but I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be greatly rewarded, because you're not doing it from a space of not knowing yourself. Like you are fully immersed in you right now. for whoever this message is for. You are fully immersed in you right now. You are somebody who is focusing and moving very spiritually, very spirit led. God tells you to move, you move. You don't question it. And in the past, maybe you were somebody who questioned it. And that could have kind of, stagnated you, because God and your spirit team is trying to like communicate with you and tell you like you need to take that leap of faith. You need to do this, you need to do that, and you were scared. So you didn't. But now that you are, it's like I'm hearing you're about to see just how good it gets. That could be something that some of you guys are affirming, or maybe that's something that some of you guys need to affirm. Universe, show me just how good life gets. God, show me just how good this life gets. Tell me more. Look, we got another queen out here. So you could be a very mature, divine, feminine energy. You could be somebody who handles situations in a very mature manner. You're somebody who could potentially be a earth sign or potentially an air sign. But like I was saying earlier, like I feel like you guys are making decisions at this time that you could feel genuinely proud of. I don't know if you're somebody who's known as like a hothead, or maybe you're somebody who's known in like your family groups or your friendship groups as somebody who like has a temper or something, but I feel like you're handling situations and you're handling challenges with such grace. And I feel like it's not that you're not, like, I don't want to say that you're like coming off as not emotional, because I feel like you're definitely an emotional person, but I feel like you're more tapped into your emotions now than you maybe were in the past. Like you're very much like stopping to think before you just react. Like it's something about you guys not moving on impulse at this time, but really taking the time to like sit and think about something before you do it. All right, so we've got the Tower in the reverse. I really do feel like this is surrounding this Mercury retrograde energy. With all of the changes with all of the changes and the things that are going on right now, you hear how I'm already talking, like, come on now. With all of the changes and the things that are happening, I feel like for some of you guys, and I've talked about this previously, sorry guys, I've been at the gym and my legs are, ooh, my legs are kind of sore and I'm not the best like stretcher. But I feel like there's something with this energy to do with like change happening, and I feel like you're handling this change well. Maybe at first for some of you it could have felt like, oh my god, like I don't know what's happening, I don't know what's going on. But I feel like over time you made it through the storm. Something about calm before the storm. Some of you guys could live like near a beach or live near like some sort of body of water. Some of you guys could be fire signs. I'm picking up on air sign again. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, tell me more about this Tower. Okay, so I feel like you're being shown who you are, or you're seeing a situation as the truth. And maybe this is a situation where it was like, it was maybe challenging for you to accept or challenging for you to see, but not necessarily like shocking or surprising. Whatever it is that you learned could have caused some sort of tower moment for you where you felt like you had to like really realign. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I know that when people see and hear towers in tarot, they automatically assume that like the world is on fire. But this doesn't necessarily have to be the case. This could have just been a situation where like you had been enlightened to your own behavior. Maybe for some of you guys were realizing like I was holding myself back thinking this way. I was, you know, keeping myself stagnant with these habits, with these beliefs, with these ways of being, with these attitudes. I missed out on a lot of opportunities simply because I didn't know how to properly communicate what it is that I needed. And maybe that was something that you guys realized. I also feel like this could potentially be a third party energy outside of you who is just kind of awakening to this idea of like their behavior towards you or a situation that involves you. Like I feel like there's somebody who's maybe awakening or becoming aware of the fact that their behavior was not okay, or they're starting to maybe see your perspective of why a behavior could potentially have been hurtful. Interesting. Tell me more. Okay, yeah, yeah. So this could have potentially been somebody that you were in a relationship with, but this was not your person, and maybe that's what was illuminated to you. For some of you guys could have been really, really excited. You guys probably could have, like, really been excited about this relationship, excited about this situation, and then something happened where I'm something happened where, like, it opened your eyes to let you know, like, okay, maybe this isn't my person, or maybe I need to take a step back. And I'm not necessarily getting that this was like a situation where it was like the end of the world, but like I said earlier, I was saying, like, there's someone who feels like they barely missed something, they barely missed an opportunity with you, they barely missed a chance. So maybe that's what this energy was referring to. Like, maybe this relationship or this situationship or this date scene or something was on a timeline for you, and maybe you were like, okay, if this person, doesn't do this by this date, I'm out of there. Or if this happens and this is going to show me, like, this isn't my person. Like, I don't know, like, I feel something about that is significant. Like, maybe for some of you guys, you could have prayed and been like, Spirit, if this isn't my individual, if these aren't good friends, if this isn't a good job, I ask that you reveal it to me. And it was revealed to you. It truly was. I feel like it was revealed to you, and you had to do some redirection and you had to do some reflection. But there is an energy of someone feeling like, if I just handled this situation in this manner, maybe I would have had another chance, or I just barely missed the collective. Yeah, Four of Pentacles out here. I feel like something or someone was trying to be strategic with you. So maybe this was an individual where it was like you guys would make plans to hang out, or maybe this was like a job, and, like, you guys would make certain plans of, like, I don't know, like, I'm hearing like maybe somebody was like in charge of meetings or something. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like something about this move, something about what you did was like strategic. Like, I feel like this wasn't a situation where you guys parted ways and it was like hasteful or hateful. Like, I feel like this was a situation where you parted ways with something, whether it be a behavior, a person, or a job, and you did it in a very, like, mature fashion. And I think you're just very proud of yourself of how you handled that. I also feel like these outside forces, these outside energies have some kind of like respect for you for that. Like, they are understanding, like, you're really somebody who doesn't take no, like, bullshit. You're not. You're going to stick up for yourself, even if it's hard, even if you have to call yourself out and say, okay, you know what, maybe I'm the bad guy in the moment. Like, it's something about that energy. Like, you're taking accountability for something, I feel like. And I feel like the things that you were asking for at this time, it's like they're being illuminated. You're asking for clarity, you're receiving clarity. Yeah, tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. That was a lot, Spirit. I'm not taking all of that. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Spirit's like, you gonna take some. So we have the Justice that flew out in the reverse, the Knight of Cups that came out in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, the Death in the reverse, and the Seven of Rods in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is sticking out to me the most at this time. He is. So this individual could have been somebody who was very, like, handsome, very seductive, or very, very beautiful. If this was a woman, you got to place the energy where it goes. This could have been an energy that was like, whatever this energy was that you got away from, I'm hearing lustful. Like, maybe this was like a lustful energy. Maybe this was an energy who was like all talk but could never really show up. I feel like this was potentially somebody or something that you gave multiple, like, chances to. Like, I really do. I do. Sorry, guys, I had to readjust myself, get myself together. But yeah, I do. I feel like this potentially could have been like some sort of player mode. I'm not going to spend too much, like, time on this because I really don't want to get into like the whole, like, spiel of past energies, because I just feel like you're not there. Like, I'll acknowledge what I'm seeing, I'll acknowledge what's here. I do feel like there's somebody in your past at this time who feels some kind of way because they barely missed the mark with you. Like, they're reflecting on situations, they're looking back at situations and wishing that they didn't handle things the way that they did. But I just don't feel like that's where your focus is right now. I feel like your focus is on taking accountability for you. This individual could have been a Libra. This could have been somebody who's not very good with finances, kind of immature with finances. This could be somebody who is watching you. There's a lot of red out here, so maybe their favorite color is red. Maybe this is something that was very passionate, but just as quickly as it started, it like lost its passion. I'm hearing reignite. Somebody may want to reignite something with you. They may want to reignite something with you. But why? This person disrupted your balance. I'm hearing on my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. Somebody could have put you in a situation where they wanted you to feel however you made them feel when you left. Because in that song, Lil Wayne says, what goes around comes around like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch, but just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Life on the edge, I'm dangling my feet. I try to pay attention, but attention paid me. Haters can't see it, nosebleed seats. Something went shopping, but talk is still cheap. So this could have been somebody who maybe hurt your feelings, who wronged you, a job or something that wronged you, I don't know. And maybe this is an individual trying to lure you back in. That way, so they can make you feel the way that you made them feel when you left, or when you called something quits, or when you decided to put yourself first. This is a person whose intention is to come in and bring you in balance. This is a person whose intention is to come in and throw you off your rocker. You could possibly already know this. Tell me more, Spirit. What is this energy? Who's this person? Oof, they want to come in quickly. They have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. Sorry if you guys can hear my trash can. Yeah, this is a greedy person. My trash can. So maybe something about that is significant. Maybe you think this person is trash. Maybe this person is trash. I don't know, but like they're like emptying out like the dumpsters and stuff right now. Oh my gosh, is it blurry? Hey. Okay. But yeah, something like that. This could have been an individual who wanted to come in and like, it's like trophy wife, trophy husband kind of energy, trophy friend. Look, somebody is a Libra. Look at this. Scale, scale, and the justice is in the reverse. Somebody wants to come in and bring some sort of imbalance. Why? What's this imbalance about? What is this imbalance? You could be feeling bored. Somebody wants to come in to shake things up. Who is this person? You can be an Aquarius, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. I don't trust this. I know the Emperor revealed, yeah, look. Be mindful. Be mindful of somebody who wants to come back in from your past manipulating you, trying to get into your good pockets, get into your good graces. Look, trying to get into your good pockets? What? Trying to get into your good graces. This person only wants to come in for your pockets. You could be somebody who's about to hit big. Like I said, we have the Queen of Pentacles out here. You could be somebody where something is about to happen and you're about to come up on like some kind of inheritance or a lot of money or just some kind of really good energetic abundance. Like, I really feel that. And somebody knows this and somebody wants to come in and try to throw you off balance before this happens. It's kind of like this energy of like, well, if I can't have you, nobody will. If I can't go to the top with you, you can't go to the top without me. Like, it's almost something like that. I don't trust some offer. Somebody may try to come in and make an offer with you. I don't trust this offer. I feel like this offer is going to throw you off balance. Something or someone is trying to throw you off balance. I really feel that. I really feel that. Page of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more. Yeah. Somebody wants you to feel the way that they felt. Strength in the reverse. Somebody felt weak when they lost you, or they feel weak, or that somebody wants you to feel weak. I'm hearing understand. Maybe you could have felt like this is somebody who didn't understand you, but I feel like this is someone who's trying to make you understand something. Like, understand where I'm coming from, understand why I'm moving the way that I'm moving. But I don't really feel like the way that they moved with you was justifiable. Like, if this was a job that you lost, I don't think this was a justifiable firing. If this was a relationship that ended in turmoil, I don't think they're justified in their actions for whatever it was that they did. If this was terrible treatment in your for yourself, like, I don't think you're, like, some of you guys could be making excuses for things, and maybe they're just not like justifiable excuses of why you can't like get out there and be successful and try, like, something with that energy. You are being watched at this time. I feel like there's somebody who wants to try to, yeah, somebody who wants to try to portray themselves as an emperor, portray themselves as something as they're not. Imposter. Who's this imposter? Oh, look, they want to do this for your wheel of fortune. I can't make this shit up. Somebody is trying to disrupt your wheel of fortune. But I also feel like somebody is having to reap whatever it is that they have sown as it pertains to you. And maybe that was their karma. For some of them, their karma could be the fact that you simply just know who you are now. They can't take advantage of you anymore if you know who you are. This job can't push you over anymore if you know your rights. Like, it's something like that. Like, you know who you are. You are balanced out. You are an individual who's putting your best foot forward for you. It's like you're an anomaly. I'm hearing you're an anomaly. Some of you guys could be getting headaches at this time. I feel like it's because you're ascending. You guys could be meditating on your crown chakra, the color purple, not the movie The Color Purple, the literal color purple. White could be significant. White shimmering sparkles, something about Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, Disney movies. SpongeBob could be significant. You guys could be watching SpongeBob or Love Island or something like that. Reality TV shows and cartoons. We have the Four of Swords. Came out in the reverse. Oh. We have the Three of Rods in the reverse. Fake offer. Yeah. Be mindful of somebody trying to come in lending you a helping hand. Be mindful. I feel like you're in such a, yeah, look, Queen of Cups, Queen of Rods, Queen of Pentacles. You guys are stepping into your divine Empress energy or into your divine feminine energy. Even if you are a man, you're balancing out some sort of feminine energy within yourself. I do feel like that. You guys are making better decisions. You're making sound decisions. You're moving better. You're moving smarter. You're moving more strategic. You're being more open-minded. You're heeding the warnings. You're listening to spirit. You are putting yourself first. And in you doing that, you are elevating. Your elevation is attracting both good energy and negative energy. And I feel like the negative energy is trying to disrupt something really big and really positive that may be in and on its way for you. Some sort of accomplishment, some sort of feeling of, yes, this is what I deserve. The Page of Rods just jumped out and jumped back into the deck. Cards feel really stiff all of a sudden. These are a lot of cards. So we have the Temperance in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse, and Eight of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to put those back in the deck and we're going to try that again. I'll acknowledge that they did come out though, but it's just a lot of cards. This deck feels like stiff all of a sudden. Stiff and all over the place. I feel like we had that energy come out earlier. And look, I still have all of these cards that came out again. So we've got the King of Swords in the upright. Somebody is strategically watching you, trying to make a move, I feel like. But you are at peace. You're at peace with some sort of outcome. You're at peace with having to had let something go. you're at peace with the fact, for some of you guys, like I feel like you guys are at peace with the fact that this is a situation that is not to be mended, something like that. I'm hearing mend the bond from Merida Brave. This is somebody who wants to mend some sort of bond, and I just don't think you're going to be going for it. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, King of Rods in the reverse, and the Page of Rods that revealed itself to me again. So all these cards that I just put back in the deck and shuffled basically came out again. Somebody really is regretting some sort of decision. I barely missed something. Yeah, they missed the Ace of Rods with you. They missed this new beginning with you. They missed an opportunity to make something right with you. They missed an opportunity to have some sort of integrity with you. They missed an opportunity to marry you. They missed an opportunity to apologize. This could be an energy who's extremely stubborn. Like this could be a friend and you guys could have potentially, why y'all ain't tell me my hoodie was falling? This could have been a friend and you guys potentially like could have got into it or something, and maybe you guys started talking or stopped talking, and maybe they said something or they did something that made you feel really uncomfortable, and this person didn't like want to be the bigger person. This is what you're headed towards. This person maybe didn't want to be like the bigger person and apologize, and maybe they had more than ample time. Somebody had the opportunity to do something, and because they didn't do something, maybe you missed out. Like you established a boundary and you were like, you know what, you don't have to apologize to me, you don't have to make things right, I'm at peace with the situation, but this is how I'm moving with you from this point forward. And if that means that we can't be friends anymore, or if that means that I have to walk away from a situation, then I'm going to walk away from a situation. And you stood on that. You did. You stood on that. And you are growing and you are developing into the person that God called you to be. I really believe that. Two more, Spirit, and we're going to move on. Six of Swords in the reverse. So all these cards damn near revealed themselves to me, but I was like, I'm not going to say anything until they jumped out of the deck, and then they did jump out of the deck. You guys could be dealing with a water sign. You yourself could be a water sign. Something about that is significant. I want to look at this Hierophant in the reverse energy because he barely comes out in my readings, and every time he does, he kind of throws me off because I'm just not really used to like seeing him. Sorry, bear with me, my sweet friends. That song could be significant by Tiana Taylor. Bear with me. Unorthodox, openness to new ideas, unconventional. Okay. Are you open to new ideas at this time? Dilemma without immediate solution. Yeah, the Six of Swords in the reverse. So like I was saying, something or someone could have been stringing you along. A job could have been stringing you along. A man, a woman, a friend. Something had happened where somebody feels like they are too late. And now I'm hearing, don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me tonight. It's almost like this could have been, for some of you, this could have been an immature male or woman who had a group of friends that convinced them to convince them to do something as it pertained to you that they wish they didn't do. So this is going to be a very vague example. Say you and this person like have been on really good terms, and this person, you know, went out with their friends one night and they hadn't texted you all day. They could have not texted you all day because their friends were like, nah, like make her wait, make them wait. Like if they really wanted to, they'll reach out to you first. You the king, you the queen, you're the prize, you're the prize, you're the prize. If they want you, they got to get you. And this person could have potentially not known that like they were kind of on like a timeline in your head, like a mental timer. And I don't feel like it's necessarily because like, I don't feel like this was like necessarily toxic. I just feel like this person could have potentially like allowed outside forces to have a huge impact on something that mattered more to them than maybe they thought. And maybe you were just like, okay, well, like if you're, you know, if you're not going to text me or call me or keep in contact with me or, you know, treat me correctly because of the people who are surrounding you, then I'm just going to remove myself, because the people who I have surrounding me support me and they love me and they care about me and they care to hear from me. They care to have conversations with me. They wouldn't tell me to just ignore you or do anything like that to you. So why would I allow you and your people to treat me this way? This could be a masculine whose friends are like jealous of the fact that he's like found somebody that he likes. Maybe this is because they feel like you're taking all the attention away from like them. And maybe this is something where they're kind of just like, no, like you're not going like this, like basically this is our friend. and you're not going to come in. And now it's kind of like, I don't know, now they're maybe regretting that. Like maybe they're like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have put my friends over the person that I actually really like thought I could spend the rest of my life with. And this is why. Like I said, you're becoming the empress. A lot of you. And if you're a man, you are balancing out your masculine and your feminine energies. And somebody is seeing that. Like I said, you could have been somebody who was handling situations in a very not healthy way in the past, and something has changed. And now it's like, as somebody sees you evolve, they have some sort of respect for you, but they're also just like, damn, I could have had that. I could have had this person on my team. We could have had a successful team together. We could have had a happy life together. We could have had all this together. But I just don't feel like that's your focus. Like, even though this wasn't toxic, I don't feel like this is anything that you're giving any attention to. I really don't. You are fucking laser beam focus. I'm seeing somebody could be playing darts. Are y'all throwing darts? Like, you sharp, you're focused, you're target, you're on point. Confirmation for me, spirit's telling me I'm on point with something, but y'all are on point with something. All right, we're gonna go into my deck. She's a little messy, but that's why I love her, because she gonna tell it how it is. She is. She's gonna tell it how it is. Something about this could be significant. Maybe you guys are having a pregnancy scare at this time. There's a lot of cards, and I'm probably not going to take all of them. And put them back in the deck. Do it again. As my nails get longer, this deck always becomes harder for me to shuffle. I think I'm due for a fill. This song could be significant by Katy Perry, E.T. You guys could be having like out-of-body experiences at this time. Maybe as you guys become more tapped into yourself, you guys are like, dang, like I'm really a powerful being. I'm an extraterrestrial being. Maybe some of you guys feel like you're not of this world. You're out of this world. Maybe that's how people see you. People see you as somebody who has a light that's just like extremely out of this world. Tell me more. Seems getting. Ooh. Interesting. You're my dream. You're my dream in psychosis. Someone is or was placing an emphasis on their role in your life, believe they were more important than they actually were. Now my voice is starting to go out. This could have been a down low masculine, somebody who maybe is secretly gay. So maybe going back to that scenario that I was talking about earlier with the friends intentionally keeping your like partner or friend away, maybe this is somebody who like has a friend who like has a crush on them, but the friend is like, oh, I don't know if they swing like that way. Like, I don't know if this person would be into me, because one, we're friends, and for two, like I don't like know, like I just don't know where this person stands. Something with that energy. Trust your intuition. And then we have pregnancy negative again. So maybe some of you guys could have recently taken a pregnancy test and it came back negative. Some of you guys could have recently lost a child. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like that's very specific, because I don't know if that necessarily pertains to what we're talking about right now. Something could be feeling very nostalgic at this time. 48 on the clock when I said that. Someone wants to come in telling you that they have to tell you something. So like I said, be mindful of offers of help that you are receiving at this time. Maybe someone wants to come in telling you that they're pregnant, that they're not pregnant, or maybe somebody wants to come in potentially telling you that they're gay. Considering an individual that has mental health issues. It says, one way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. So like I said earlier, you're being watched. Somebody is looking for you, because it's like they just feel like they have to tell you something. Maybe somebody's just feeling like they just have to make something right. But like I said, I just don't feel like you're like focused on this right now. Like maybe somebody's guilty conscience can be eating at them or something. Like they just feel like they have to be honest with you about something, they have to tell you something, but I don't feel like this is your focus. I feel like you are focused on progressing and moving forward for you and doing what is best for you at this time. Like I don't even think this is anybody that you would warrant like a conversation to. I really don't, because all right, well, that was a lot. New opportunities. So yeah, somebody wants to come in and like give you a mouthful, give you an earful. 1212. You want to talk about some sort of relationship, family, business, or intimate. Something is being highlighted at this time. Pay attention. Know that you are divinely protected and guided in everything that you do. You make someone nervous. Like I said earlier, you're an anomaly. I feel like people can't really read you. They can't read your energy all the time. Whatever they think you are, whoever they think you are, you always show up as someone different. You're happy. You make someone happy. You could be someone who makes your friends laugh. Maybe you make these people laugh. Maybe your personality was always something that stuck out. Who remembered us in our lowest state, for his mercy endureth forever and ever. Psalm 136, verse 23. Somebody wants to come in rushing. That could also be why you're in this energy. You're not giving somebody the time of day, and you're not allowing them to come in and rush over your energy because they missed the opportunity to fix something. Like it's almost like that. You're kind of just like, no, I'm going in. I'm on with my business. I'm going about my day. And maybe now somebody's like rushing, scrambling to try to pick up the pieces, and you're like, no, it's too late. This could have been with a job. You could have left a job. This could have been a job where you were like, listen, I've been here at this job for however many years, and I need a raise. I need some sort of increase. I have trained people. I'm doing all of these things. I'm keeping this company basically afloat by myself, and nobody is supporting me. And they probably didn't believe you. They didn't believe you. They didn't think that, they thought you were bluffing, let's just say that. And you were like, okay, well then now I'm going to get a new job, and you found a new job that pays more and it treats you better, and now they're trying to like figure out like, okay, how are we going to keep this person from leaving? And it's like, it's too late. Like I told you what it was that you needed to do and you didn't do it. Something about energetic cord cutting at this time could be significant. I think I said something about that earlier, about you like potentially like cleansing your energy, getting rid of things that do not serve you or your highest good. This individual who wants to come towards you offering you some sort of help or whatever is somebody who you deem as delusional. Or maybe these are things that they could have been saying about you. Maybe this is something that you could have found out, that this was an individual who was speaking illy about you, calling you delusional, saying you're psychotic, and all kinds of extra crazy things, which is why you are so proud of how far you have come, because I feel like whatever picture this person is painting, it's not accurate anymore, even if it was at one point in time. It's something about you taking accountability, but not being wherever it was where this person left you. Anything else, Spirit, that we need to know from here? Something about check the text. Locked up. You know what's interesting about this? So I was actually on Instagram today, and you know how they have like that separate filtered side where it's like message requests and things of that nature. I had looked at it because I just wanted to see if I had any message requests, and I did, but all of the message requests were requests from like 2025. And whenever I had looked up those requests like previously, like looked at that, like I literally looked at it yesterday and there was nothing there. And then I looked at it today and it was like all these requests from all these people from 2025 that I've like never ever seen. And I was like, what the heck? So maybe like you're going back and you're looking at something, or I feel like somebody else is going back and looking at something, like they're reading the text messages and they're really like double checking, like, okay, I missed something. Like, what did I miss? Like, I don't know. Like, somebody's just like, okay, I missed something. Like, because maybe for some of you guys, maybe this could have been people who, like, you just stop talking to them. Like, this doesn't even have to be anything romantic. This could just be something where it's like you just stop talking to them and they're just now kind of like, oh my God, like, did I say something? Did I do something? Like, something about that could be significant. Some of you guys may be praying at this time. Somebody might be like Christian or like super religious. Maybe somebody's praying that you're going to check their text messages, that you're going to unblock them. But I feel like you have this person blocked. Like, I feel like this is somebody who they're locked away. Like, you don't care. Like, they're locked in the past and you plan on leaving them in the past. But there is some sort of mirroring energy going on here. 51, 51. But yeah, I feel like you have no tears left to cry. You've left a situation alone. Anything else? The energy is definitely different when I pull at night versus when I pull during the day. Maybe it's because it's Friday and damn. Don't come up in here throwing my motherfucking shit. Because that's going to make me a little irritated. You know what I'm saying? I've been being nice and I've been talking real respectful, real calm, cool, and collected. Motherfucking water sign. Very water sign of you. Calm down. That's exactly why you ain't. Never mind. Never mind, where 333 could be very significant. I heard 333 before I started this reading and I didn't say anything, and I should have, because there it is. Yeah, somebody is having to reap what they sow and they don't want you to see this. This could be somebody who looks a certain way and they're presenting themselves as a certain way if you like do see them in person, but they're really going through it. So baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little, so why don't you just meet me in the middle? And that's where I'm going to stop pulling, because what we're not about to do is take over this reading and turn it into this whole, oh, you toxic, I love, I miss you crap. We're not about to do this right now. This is a reading of triumph. This is a reading of resilience. This is a reading of strength. You embody all of these things. You're growing, and you're growing stronger every single day. You truly are. You're somebody who's very tapped in. You know yourself. You know your energy. You know when something is off. And it may have taken you a while to get there. But I do truly believe, like, that's just what it is with you. Whatever this is of the past, whatever this is that's being sent to throw you off balance, whatever the devil is sending to you at this time, I really truly believe that you're somebody who is looking at it, you're analyzing it, and you're saying, you tried it. That's where I think you are right now. I think I'm going to pull an oracle and then affirmation card, and we're going to be done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this reading. If you've made it all the way up to this point, I appreciate you for your love and your support. It's been a pretty chill vibe. Like I said, the energy at night when I do these readings is different, but it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. I feel like I'm just having a conversation with y'all. So I appreciate you. Please don't forget to go follow my TikTok if you have not already, at Kalani Eleazer, CALAYNEELEAZ as in zebra, ER. Okay. One card. Okay, we'll just jump out and jump back into the deck. Your independence, your freedom, it means so much to you. It does. It means so much to you. Earlier, this was in the reverse. You're going with the flow of things. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting spirit. You're trusting who you are. You're making swift cutoffs, and justice is coming to you. You're flying high, baby. You are. You are. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone than in a broken home. I'd rather be alone. Trying to do this for the both of us on my own. On, on, on. I am getting better and better every fucking day. Courage starts with just fucking showing up. Need I say more? Thank you so much again for joining me, guys. I really do love and appreciate all of y'all, and I hope that this resonated with the people that it was supposed to resonate with. I think we can go ahead and close this out with a beautiful prayer for the night, and then we're going to call it. All right, we're going to do Psalm 4. This is going to help to alleviate insomnia, give you guys some good rest that you need, okay? Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift up thou light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Father, I come to thee with gratitude for the day just past. Let me now release whatever problems I may have and regrets for the mistakes I have made. Bless my rest with quiet renewing, healing of the mind and body. Let me wake to a new day refreshed and strengthened, so that I may go about my daily tasks with serenity and love for others. Amen. That's beautiful. Thank you, Divine Creator, of all that is. Thank you all for your love and your support, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.